Hello there.
Hey guys, I hope you're all having a great day, and today's video is going to be about Newcastle and why he is basically completely overpowered. At least it definitely seems that way, and this is of course going to cause a lot of changes in the meta for Season 13. So without further ado, let's just hop right into it. I'll play the clip up on screen right now, but as you can see, this is Newcastle's passive ability in action. He basically has the ability to drag down teammates along with using his arm shield to block bullets, but that is not the part that makes this ability overpowered, because at that point a lot of people were saying Newcastle can drag down teammates, that's fine, but he can't res them, which means a legend like Lifeline still has some capability and still has some significance when it comes to resing teammates, because Newcastle can only move them, right? Yeah, see, that's the thing. It doesn't really seem like that's the case, because if we slow down the footage here and go frame by frame, you can actually see that Pathfinder is resing himself using a tube that comes from Newcastle's shield. This means that whenever Newcastle is dragging a down teammate and protecting them with this big freaking arm shield, the teammate can self-res. I don't know about you guys, but that's pretty freaking overpowered. It seems like the whole gist of this character is to be able to have mobile shields. His ultimate is him launching himself forward across a massive distance and instantly placing down portable cover. His tactical is placing down an impenetrable shield that you can not only rotate and command it to turn and face different directions, protecting you from all sides, but you can also move this thing around. And of course, his passive ability is dragging down teammates along with providing them cover. As you can see, Newcastle is essentially a portable shield, and I don't know about you, but that's pretty freaking awesome. Now we are gonna have to see whether or not his arm shield is breakable. I'm assuming that it will be, because if it's not breakable and it's this freaking huge, I think that's completely overpowered. But that's also a factor we have to take into account. Typically when Respawn introduces new legends, they like the legends to be quite powerful, because this makes it easier for them to balance the legend later on. It's been proven multiple times in the past that if you introduce a weak legend at launch, it's much harder to balance them properly and much harder to maintain their popularity as well as pick rate compared to introducing a legend that is very powerful at launch and then nerfing them afterwards. It's just easier to balance them and it's easier to maintain their popularity as well as pick rate. Overall, it's a good thing for the game. And so with that being said, definitely expect Newcastle to be quite powerful once he gets added into the game, as this is most likely an intentional thing that Respawn is doing here. And something else we have to take into account here, this also gives small indirect buffs to a couple of legends. Two legends that I want to point out specifically are Fuse and Mad Maggie. With Fuse, it's because of his tactical. At the moment, we can see that his knuckle cluster has a sort of damage multiplier when you shoot it at, let's say, rampart cover. I'm assuming the same multiplier will be applied to Newcastle's ultimate ability, which means that if we do have Fuse players on the enemy team, well, his ultimate is probably not gonna last too long. You just have to shoot one or two knuckle clusters into that ultimate, and that shield is gonna come crumbling down. Now, the same thing applies for Mad Maggie. You guys already know what her tactical is all about. It drills through cover no matter what that cover is. We've seen this happen with Gibraltar and his dome shield. Now it's going to happen with Newcastle and his pieces of cover. Of course, his ultimate and tactical can most likely be affected by Mad Maggie's tactical, meaning that if you're hiding behind these pieces of cover, Mad Maggie can probably shoot you with her tactical and you'll get burned. But the one I really want to focus on here is the passive ability, because this makes it a bit better, but only if you play Maggie. Since he is holding up an arm shield, I'm wondering if this arm shield is also drillable using Mad Maggie's drill. It does seem to be a pretty big arm shield, and it's clearly different from Gibraltar's arm shield, because if Mad Maggie's tactical can actually attach itself to Newcastle's passive and drill through it, then that is basically a direct counter to his passive ability. That's probably going to do a ton of damage to Newcastle and is most likely going to kill that knocked teammate unless Newcastle stops using his passive ability, but either way, in that scenario, the down teammate is probably going to die. I'm guessing this is another tactic from Respawn to try and buff Mad Maggie indirectly, since she does have a pretty low pick rate considering the fact that she is a very new legend. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and definitely let me know what you think about Newcastle and his passive ability. At the moment, it seems to be quite freaking powerful, but I'd like to know what you guys think about it. And of course, as always guys, stay safe, and I'll see ya in the next one. Peace out.